I grew up exploring the woods and creeks around my family's home in rural Missouri. My mom was not always thrilled with the king snakes and tarantulas, even snapping turtles that I brought home. But she encouraged what would become a career dedicated to protecting America's wildlife and wild places. When I first moved to New Mexico after college, I was drawn to our state's vast and wild outdoor places. And after starting my career in Albuquerque, doing defense research, I felt called to pursue a different path of service. AmeriCorps was still relatively new at that point, and I was intrigued by an AmeriCorps position working with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service on Mexican gray wolf recovery. Wildlife biologists were preparing to reintroduce these endangered wolves back into their native habitat in the Southwest. But before they could move forward, they needed data to prove that there weren't any lobos still roaming wild in the state. My AmeriCorps colleagues and I went out into the backcountry for 10 days at a time. Surveying huge areas of New Mexico and Arizona, we would stop every mile or so and then howl into the darkness in each cardinal direction. Despite all of our best wolf calls and a few terrible ones, no wolves ever responded. We did hear coyotes and foxes, screech owls and elf owls, and even the threatened Mexican spotted owl, but no wolves. The data that we gathered helped to defend the reintroduction that has led to well over 300 endangered lobos calling New Mexico and Arizona home today. I hold on to my experience as an AmeriCorps member to this day, and I am proud to be the first, but certainly not the last, AmeriCorps alum to serve in the United States Senate. Over the years, I've had the pleasure of meeting many AmeriCorps members working on a wide range of very meaningful projects. As the Vice Chair of the National Service Congressional Caucus, I'm working to grow our support for their national service opportunities. And that includes expanding our support for our existing Corps network. National service is a critical and cost-effective approach to taking on many challenges. We should recognize how much AmeriCorps members are contributing to communities all across our country. We should also build on the last 30 years with initiatives like President Biden's American Climate Corps. This initiative will provide a whole new generation of Americans with opportunities much like the New Deal's Civilian Conservation Corps. There is so much important work to do to solve climate change and to build our clean energy future. Young Americans are eager to really be the heroes in this story. They can restore our lands and our waters, they can install and maintain clean energy infrastructure, and build healthier and more resilient communities. We need to invest in providing them the training and the opportunities they need to pursue emerging career fields at the center of building climate solutions. I would like to personally thank President Clinton for the opportunity that he provided me and so many Americans 30 years ago. And I am honored to join all of you in celebrating AmeriCorps' success over the last 3 decades. Nothing is more rewarding than serving others. And I hope we will build on these last 30 years by empowering the next generation of Americans to serve.